Hey everybody, today is March 13th, 2018. Today we got news of the death of rapper Craig Mack at the age of 46. Now the first thing I want to point out about this guy is that he's got multiple birthdays listed on the internet. You can go to Wikipedia, for instance, where his birthday is 1970. However, most media outlets are reporting his death his date of birth as 1971. And as you can see in all these headlines, they're saying he's 46 years old. So we're going to go with the 1971 birthday for this. Here is one headline that says 47, by the way. But you commonly see this in the media after a famous death. Different ages being reported, and this should never really be the case. I mean, it shouldn't be a mystery what year the guy was born in. He was a celebrity for some time. Now, this age of 46 is special in sacrifice rituals. So he was 46 years old. Using English reduction, which is the alphabetic order reduced to a single digit, goes 1 through 9, 1 through 9, 1 through 8. In this method of Gematria, the word sacrifice equals 46. In the Hebrew language, where Gematria originates, for the most part, to kill and murder both sum to 46. And this brings us to Genesis 46, the 46th chapter in the Bible, which begins with sacrifices. It's a biblical number. The word rap has a reverse gematria of 46 when the alphabetic order is reversed and numbered 1 through 26, Z through A. It also sums to 17, and we're going to talk about why this number also ties into the ritual. We had a rapper back in January die at the young age of 27, I believe it was. Fredo Santana sums to 46. We also had the death of Cranberry singer Dolores O'Riordan at age 46. Talking about this number 17, and in single reduction, which is where the S is worth 10 instead of 1, 19 only reduced once, 1 plus 9 is 10. The word 17 sums to 46 using this method. And the number 17 is coded into a lot of words that have to do with death and sacrifice. First of all, the word kill is 17 in the reduction method. The word sacrifice sums to 170, numerology dropping to 0, this sums to 17. And even the term ritual sacrifice, using the reverse alphabetic order when reduced, sums to 107. And this extends to trigonal ritual human sacrifice equals 1700. Anyway, if you flip that 17 around, you get the number 71. And the reason he's being reported as dead at age 46, being born in 1971, is because 71 is the inverse of this 17 number. His name, full name, Craig Jamieson Mack, also sums to 71 in full reduction. And assuming 1971 is really his year of birth, the day before he died, he would have been 17,107 days old. And, if you think about it, depending on when he was born in the day, he may have still been 17,107 days old at his death. So just so much 17 here. And this even brings us to college basketball. The Xavier Musketeers, in full reduction, that sums to 71. And their coach is named Chris Mack, a lot like Craig Mack. But what makes this really interesting, this Mack connection right here, is if you measure from Chris Mack's birthday to Craig Mack's birthday with the 1971 date, as all these outlets are reporting, and you find out they were born exactly a span of 71 weeks apart, including the end date. How wild is that? 71 weeks between these two Mack's birthdays. And again, Xavier Musketeers equals 71. And this guy's full name, Craig Jamieson Mack, equals 71, dying at 17,107 107 days, or very close to it. Now, because this is 17,108 days, this also equates to 2,444 weeks. Now, I just did a video on David Astori, a soccer player, a couple weeks ago. He scored one international goal exactly 244 weeks before he died. It was his only international goal. And this is a number we also see coded into these rituals because the word for kill in Hebrew Gematria sums to 244. And even look at his discography. You know, this guy, Craig Mack, he released a couple of albums back in the 90s on Bad Boy Records. Went about 20 years before he released another album. This was called the Mack World Sessions. And what's interesting about this is that in Jewish ordinal, the Mack World Session sums to 244. This is the cipher built on the Latin alphabetic order with the English characters placed at the end. 244, certainly no coincidence. As far as the number 44, the word kill using the alphabetic order equals 44. And Mack equals 44 in two methods. That would be the Kabbalah, 44. And in Jewish Gematria, Mack sums to 44. He's got it in two different ciphers. If you measure from the date that his album was released, that was September 1st, 2017, measuring to the date that he died on March 12th, you get 193 days, including the end date. And let's check out the properties of 193. That's the 44th prime number. Again, Mack equals 44, double Gematria. His last album dropped the 44th prime number of days before his birthday, or before he died. And check this out, I just noticed this. That album that came out on September 1st, that's also the 244th day of the year. How about that? And again, the Mack World Sessions equals 244, as we saw up here. There are some more interesting alignments here with his name and this album. They both sum to 216 in the Kabbalah. In reduction, let me show you this. So in reverse reduction, it sums to 117. In single reduction, it also sums to 117, the name of the album. And in the LCH Kabbalah cipher, ritual sacrifice sums to 117. Call it a coincidence if you really want, but certainly not the case. And if you haven't had enough double Gematria yet, check this out. The Mack World Sessions equals 81 reduction, and that's the Gematria of the word ritual, 81 forwards and backwards. So the numbers of death and sacrifice, again, coded all over this. And another good one right here, he died 59 days before his birthday. And in Jewish Gematria, the word kill equals 59. This also equates to 8 weeks and 3 days. Murder equals 83 using the reverse alphabetic order. And by the way, 59, that's the 17th prime number. We talked about all those 17s earlier and the 71s. And there you see it, the 17th prime. 59, another number that's commonly coded into the deaths of black men. And let me explain why. The super N-word has a reduction value of 42, right? Well, there's two numbers that sum to 42 when you write them out. That's 5, using the alphabetic order, 42, and 9, also 42. And look at this, Bad Boy Records equals 59 in the reduction method. If you look up Motown records, you'll find they were established in the year 59. And then if you add the end date to this measurement, 59 days, you get 60 days. Craig Mack, reverse reduction, 60. Also, I just realized this also. Okay, so Craig Mack, using the alphabetic order, sums to 66. And this is a number that I've seen coded recently, like Austin, Texas. We just had the bombings in Austin, Texas. In English extended, Austin equals 660, and Texas equals 66. The 66th prime number is 317, as seen on the form right there. If you measure from the date of this man's death to the date of the next Great American Total Solar Eclipse, you'll find it's exactly 317 weeks away, the 66th prime number. And when it comes to ritual sacrifice, so frequently, so often, it has to do with numbers of a total solar eclipse. So, with those off-the-cuff finds, I think I'll wrap this video up. Just wanted to show you that once again, another rap star, rap sums to 17 and 46, dying by these same two very numbers, to the extreme, as you see in the case of Craig Mack right here. All right, everyone, that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, Truth Seekers. God bless.